In the Circles, Circumference and Area quiz of Module 4, we are asked to find the circumference and area of circles. To do so, we need to remember our formulas. Circumference is the measure around the outside edge. The measure around the outside edge is like the perimeter. Circumference is equal to 2 pi times the radius, or circumference is equal to pi times the diameter. The diameter is twice as much as the radius, or the radius is equal to half the diameter. On a circle, the radius comes halfway. The diameter comes across all the way. The area of a circle is pi times the radius squared, or the radius times the radius. Area equals pi times r times r. The value of pi is equal to 3.14, or 22/7. We will use 3.14. To find the circumference of the circle, I start with the formula. C is equal to 2 pi r. I'm going to use that formula because I know what the radius is. 18 meters is the radius. Plug the radius into the formula. Two times 3.14 is 6.28. .28 times 18 is equal to 113.04. That is the answer to our question. We are speaking of meters, so the unit of measure is meters. In number 2, I'm asked to find the area of the circle if I know that the circumference is 18.84. So I take the circumference and plug it into the formula. The formula for circumference is 2 pi r. I take the value of 18.84 and plug it in for C, because that is the circumference. 18.84 is equal to 2 times pi, which is 3.14, times r, which is the value I do not know. 2 times 3.14 is 6.28 times the radius, and that is again equal to 18 84/100ths. I divide by 6.28 in order to find the radius. The radius is equal to 3. If the radius is 3, then I can plug that back into the formula for area of a circle, because I'm asked to find the area. Area equals pi r squared. Area equals 3.14 times 3 times 3. 9 times 3.14 times 3 is equal to 28.26, which is the answer. The area is equal to 28 26/100ths centimeters squared. The area is a two-dimensional measurement. Now I'm going to clear the screen for number 3. If you still need the information for number 2, pause the video and go back. In number 3, we're asked to find the circumference of the circle if the area is 296 hundredths. I have to find the circumference by first finding the radius. I use the area in the area formula. Area equals pi r squared. I plug the A value, the 200.96, in for A. I know the value of pi, and I'm trying to solve for the radius. Divide both sides by 3.14. R squared is equal to 64. I take the square root of the number. That symbol looks like this. R is equal to what number times itself? 8. I take the value of the radius and plug it in to the circumference formula. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Two times 3.14 times 8. Circumference is equal to 6.28 times 8, or the circumference is equal to 50 and 24 hundredths of an inch. That's my final answer. Now we're going to solve number 4. Area is pi r squared. We are asked to find the circle area if I know that the diameter is 27 meters. Remember the relationship between the diameter of the circle, which is the measure all the way across, and the radius of the circle, which is halfway across. If the diameter is 27, then the radius is half the diameter, or 27 divided by 2. The radius of that circle is 13.5. I put that value into the area formula. Area is equal to pi, which is 3.14, times the radius, 13.5, times the radius, 13.5, or the radius squared. Area is equal to, the radius squared is 182.25 times 3.14. Be cautious. A very common mistake is multiplying 13.5 times 2. The little exponent means I multiply that number by itself. The area final value is 182.25 times 3.14, which is 572.265 meters squared, because I'm talking about the area of the figure.